And chat. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, second chapter. We had just finished off the dragon encounter, or the first one anyway. Learned some truths about Agate that we guessed like 20 hours ago. And I believe we're heading back to the Bracer Guild. Let me double check. Okay, back to Bose. We lost Tita as well. So, let's see. I've told the story to Tita. Is there anything else we need to do? Come then, let us away to the city before the coming of dusk. Dusk's already here, Olivier. Good idea. We'll probably hear back from the general tonight, so we'd better hurry back to the guild house. It's a good thing there are other shops in town. Wonder how close we are to the final dungeon. We've got to get Agate and Tita back for it. And I'm convinced Kevin will be tagging along. Sounds like you kids have had a workout. Still, to think Agate's past was that terrible. Sadly, it makes sense in some ways. Hearing this finally assembles all of the pieces of the puzzle for me. It's no wonder Agate felt the way he did back then. Back, huh? It was 10 years ago. Practically the day after the war ended, Agate came to the mayor's house. What? Why? You mean to your house, Maybelle? Yes, he barged in with murder in his eyes, and came face to face with my father, the mayor at the time. He demanded to know why the mayor of Bose, the man responsible for the entire region, he demanded to know why he had abandoned Ravenue. Oh, I was just a child at the time, and it got to me when I saw him arguing with father for seemingly no reason. So I, leapt out and slapped him. Oh, man. I can see why he doesn't like remembering that, at least. Yes. Though, ultimately, father never answered Agate's question. He did say he was going to send financial aid to help repairs. Agate grew even more livid when he heard that. He even raised his fist to strike father. But then he just left without throwing a blow. So that's what happened. That's why the air between you two seemed kind of weird. Yes, it always hovered over us like a cloud. Still, to think Agate's sister died in the war. I've been terribly unfair to him. He bears a bit of responsibility, too, for not saying anything. You don't need to worry about it, Mayor Maybelle. I suppose. How badly is Agate hurt? Don't worry, it's not too bad. He'll be up and surly again in 2, maybe 3 days. Let's be thankful for small mercies at the least. Yes, I'm glad to hear it's not serious. Yes. That, reminds me, Maybelle. How is Lila doing? Well, her injuries have been treated, but she hasn't come out of her coma yet. Oh, how despicable of our supposedly lion-hearted fugitive. Lovely, refined ladies such as Lila are treasures that ennoble the world simply by existing. I'll tell Lila you said that when she awakens. On the subject of good news, I'm glad to hear that General Morgan came to your aid. If the guild and army were to truly work together, I'm convinced no force in the world could stop you. Nothing's been decided yet, so we can't make any promises. But just between you, me, and the desk, we'll make it work. Is it Agate stumbling out of bed? This is the Bracer Guild, Bose branch. Oh, General, sir, we've been waiting. And here we go. Now to see just how well Morgan can set aside his pride. Oh, so that's the plan then. I understand. Tomorrow at the landing port, 10 a.m. sharp. I'll be sure to tell them. Thank you, sir. Are we leaving Bose already? So what's the word, Lugren? The Royal Army is going to execute a plan to capture the dragon tomorrow, using airships. They say they want you on one of the airships as observers. They're going to use airships? Whoa. Taking the battle to our foe in his element, then. And with the elite of the Liberalian military. Well, if we're just observers, we won't be able to actually do anything. Even so, I'm still grateful for a chance to get a closer look at that dragon. And it might just be up to us if the army fails somehow. No rest for the weary then, huh? I'm up for it. Ready for a dogfight with a dragon? Well, it worked out in Final Fantasy VII. At last, some light at the end of the tunnel. Maybelle. Mayor Maybelle, are you all right? Yes, it was nothing. I bet it wasn't. You looked dizzy enough to be a toy top, Mare. You must be exhausted. But I know what Estelle just said, Mare, but don't strain yourself. Don't worry, really. I'm hardly straining myself. She passes out. During the 100 Days' War, Father did everything he could to protect Bose. One time, he even conducted extremely dangerous negotiations in order to deceive the Imperial Army. Compared to what he did, this is nothing. Mayor Maybelle. Oh, Maybelle. Estelle, everyone, please take care of things. Please dispel the fear that haunts the people of Bose and Ravenou. Yeah, leave it to us. Hey, Agate! Agate, come on! Are you looking forward to your birthday? I've got a present that I'm sure will make you super-duper happy. Huh, something I'll like, huh? You gonna make something tasty for me? What? No, why would you think of food when I mention a birthday present? Presents should be things that last, you know? Something you treasure forever. You really think so? Something that'll last and that I'll treasure. Hey, maybe a hunting knife or something? You just got a hunting knife from the village elder, dummy. The answer is an accessory, handmade by yours truly. It's, not done yet, though. Whoa, hey, an accessory? Like, what kind of accessory? I'm not a girl, you know. An equipment accessory. Come on, Agate, you're so boring. Even boys can be stylish and cute if they have some kind of accessory. If you have one, Agate, even a stick in the mud like you will get all the ladies. Hey, come on, knock it off. Do you, really not want it? You've always taken care of me, so I wanted to give something back. I've been working really hard to make it, but if it's really not something you'd like... just don't make it too cute or flashy, okay? Don't worry. It's simple, but cool. It'll fit you perfectly, Agate, I promise. Especially since you're so tall. Yeah, it'll be perfect, I bet. Yeah, I get it. You've got me all curious now, so just make it good, okay? Haha, I will. Hey, Agate? What is it, Misha? I just want to say thank you so much for always being my big brother. So what did she give you? A dream, huh? Yeah, this should be good. Misha? Oh, Tina with her hair down! Agate! Oh, thank Idios you're awake. Short stuff. How are your injuries? Do you feel okay? Yeah, this is no... Ugh. No, don't move. You need to sleep. Your wounds aren't healed at all yet. Come on. Stuff like this ain't a big deal. Yeah, it is. They'll heal fine even if you ignore them. No! I promised Estelle. I promised I wouldn't let you out of bed until you were better. Hey. No, no, no! I get it already. Whew. Sheesh, getting all worked up over a bunch of scratches. Holy crap, it's nighttime already. Where the heck is everyone? They all went back to the city for a while. They made some kind of promise with General Morgan, I think. A promise with Morgan? Tita conveyed Estelle's message to Agate. Ah, I see. So they got Morgan moving, did they? The guild ought to be hearing from the army right about now in that case. Well, hell, I can't just stay here is what I want to say, but on the other hand, it is pretty late tonight. We'll get out to Bose tomorrow morning. But, look, I've had a good long rest. I'm seriously feeling better. No, you're not. That's a lie. These really are just scratches. They'll heal up even if I'm working hard. I'm fine, don't worry. You sure you're not forcing yourself? Hey, give the veteran bracer a little bit of credit here. You do overwork yourself, man. I ain't so crazy as to go overboard on stuff like dragons or the society twice. I can't keep putting you in danger either. Oh. Point is, I sure don't have the guts to anger my scary little nursemaid. Ha ha! Trust me a little here. Oh, Agate. I guess you do look a lot better, though. Told you, didn't I? I know my limits better than anyone. That's good. Oh, she's crying. Hey, what's wrong? Oh, Tita. I said I'm okay, really. She's relieved. I swear to the goddess, I ain't lying. No, that's not it. I'm so relieved. It's just so... Aw. Come on, short stuff. Calm down. I get it. I'm sorry, Tita. I guess I made you worry pretty bad, huh? Using her name. Nice. After charging off alone, I get broken like a twig in a fight I had no chance of winning. And then, on top of all that, I made you do that crazy thing to protect me. Yeah, Agate, you dummy. I was so worried, and I saw you get hurt, and... Yeah, you're right. I really am a complete idiot. Poor kid. Glad he's got a little sister again, though. She's not going to replace Misha, but she's a good thing to have in his life. Feel a bit calmer now? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cry like that. Eesh, you sure know how to shock a guy, you know that? That whole thing sent shivers down my spine. Way worse than what I thought, that silver-haired idiot. Oh, yeah. Agate, are you hungry? I made some soup with some things the village elder left. Ah, that's what smelled so good. Right on. Ever since I got on this new allergy med, I'm able to smell things again. And it's so overwhelming. And so many things smell good. I've been missing out. It's wild. Wait, hold on. Why is the kitchen... Huh? Let me look. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's a few spots that are a little different, but it looks just like it did back then. They've preserved your house, and there's something like this too. Huh. I'm amazed it survived. Huh? Alright, I'm probably losing you, aren't I? My place actually burned down 10 years ago. This is a replica? You mean... one of those incendiary shells from the Imperials hit it dead on. It caught fire instantly and burned down straight to the foundations. I've heard the village elder was his usual nutty self and had it rebuilt, but didn't think they'd try to put the furniture and decorations back together, even. I never could bring myself to come in here before. Guess I really gotta tell them thanks, given how much they did. Where have you been living for the last 10 years? So, then, that's when Misha... Secret's out, huh? She was making me a present for my birthday. It was a handmade accessory of some kind that she thought would look good on me. When we were fleeing for the mountains, she ran back to the house to get it. Oh, no. And that's when the house was hit. When they finally pulled her out, she was burned pretty badly, let's put it that way. And even after everything she suffered, she still had that present clutched in her hands. The metal parts were hopelessly melted, but the stones were still okay. Take a look. It's pretty. They ain't even septium, ain't even valuable. Just some pretty rocks. Probably something she found down by the river. I've lost count of the number of times I've thought, all for this? It's funny though, you know? I can't blame her or get angry at her for it. I never intended for it to be a memento of her. When I left the village, though, it was the only thing I couldn't part with, even when I became a raven down in Ruan. Pretty pathetic for a thug, right? No, not at all. No, it's pretty damn pathetic. Long as I could hold on to this, I could also hold on to my anger. My anger at myself, my anger at the worthless, spineless son of a bitch who couldn't even save his own sister. But I ended up putting all that pent-up rage into every swing of my sword. So long as I did that, I could at least look like I was keeping it together. A half-baked man trapped by rage and self-deception and unable to move on. It's exactly like that bastard said. Agate. Nah, it's worse, ain't it? I'm just a piece of shit who runs away from anything painful. I'm the thing I hate most. A goddamned loser of a dog running around with my tail between my legs. I'm pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Agate, I don't really understand how you feel, Agate. I don't think I can really try to understand what makes you feel so hurt. This is new music. But I think I need to say something. In Misha's place. Don't you dare make fun of my big brother. Ah! You don't know the first thing about what makes my brother such a good guy. I know my brother better than anyone else. I won't let anyone talk badly about my brother, even if it's you yourself. What? Oh, I know I might not measure up to Misha, but I still know a lot of good things about you, Agate. And so it makes me so sad to hear you say such bad things about yourself. It made me kind of angry, despite not really understanding what you meant. And oh man, busting out the lectures, sounding exactly like Misha. You sure are acting grown up, short stuff. Don't treat me like a kid. I was really sad and really angry. Sad and angry. I don't know the first thing about myself, huh? You really hit it on the head. Oh? Thanks, Tita. You really helped me see it. Agate. There ain't no point in trying to judge yourself when all you can see is your own limited vision of yourself. All you can really do is plow on. Anger, sadness, neither have anything to do with it. You just have to go straight on until you find an answer. Maybe then I'll finally understand why I've held on to this thing for so long. Oh, that was a great scene. I love that. Da-da-da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-dum, da-dum. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum, dum. So the market's already being repaired. That's wonderful. So we can use it already? They certainly got to it quickly. It only happened yesterday. Yes, Mayor Maybell's throwing herself into it. She's already sent aid to Ravenue as well, or so I heard. Everyone's doing their best, even through their fear. I've heard word from Gransel as well, and Grandmother has issued a proclamation. She has stated that the government will respond immediately to the threat of the dragon and will send aid to the affected areas. That's our queen! Awesome! I could think of certain lords and ministers of Erebonia who could stand to learn from such an example. They're far more interested in attending fancy parties than addressing the concerns of the citizenry. Yet for all of Olivier's flaws, and for all that he's a man of words, he is also a man of actions. When there's serious things going on, he gets to work doing stuff to address it. And I can see how he would have very little patience for people who put on a show of caring and don't actually do anything. Ironically, I could say a lot of the same for the Republic. Half the time, our politicians seem to spend so much time dancing around each other that they never get anything done. Well, it may help that we're such a small country. Regardless, preparations for the plan against the dragon should be almost complete. Time to go see what the Royal Army can do, then. So we should just head for the landing port, I guess, right? Yes, you're scheduled to depart at 10 a.m. at port number 1. It's about 9 now, so you should have time to pick up some supplies. Right. Won't that be a little difficult with the markets in the state it's in? The market's merchants have been put up in the hotel for now. They're still open for business, seemingly, so you should be able to pick up some necessities there. Nothing like persistence. It would be wise to visit them before we head for the landing port. Okay, are there any more jobs to do? No. Nothing to report. Okay, let's save. Okay. This feels like a point of no return on to the final dungeon. How much money have we got? 16,000 Mira. I think... Alright, where's the hotel? There's the hotel. Let's talk to the shopkeepers. There's a special issue of the Liberal News available at the hotel. Got it. Did you hear? Apparently the scheduled flights have stopped. In other words, the price of vegetables will start going up. Even if the price is a bit high, buying now might be a better deal. That's ingredients that I've never used. I have plenty of Tiara bombs. And the status and revive bombs I have plenty of as well. Okay. Magazine stand. Gambler Jack, I have Liberal News Special. News Special. Bose Market flattened by legend. Ancient dragon appears. I doubt any words are needed for this edition. The photograph says it all. This is the dragon that appeared yesterday at noon in the city of Bose. The dragon flew in from the east, then proceeded to land on top of the Bose Market. At a length of around 40 arsh, its enormous size crushed the roof of the market, causing it to collapse, resulting in injuries. Afterwards, it flew west to Ravenous Village and razed the village orchards. Following its trail of destruction, it took to the clouds and vanished. The Royal Army immediately restricted airspace. Citizens flee damaged market. Crushed by the dragon, the domed ceiling of the Bose market collapsed and injured several persons, despite the rapid response from nearby bracers. Some of the injured remain unconscious. The market is currently cordoned off and is unclear on when or if it will reopen. For the emblem of the city to be so damaged has been quite the shock to every citizen. Ravenous Village grieves over orchards. The dragon's attack on Ravenous Village reduced the orchards to ash. As Ravenous' main industry, their loss is a terrible blow. Queen makes emergency announcement. After receiving reports of damage from across the region, Queen Alicia announced emergency support for the afflicted areas. The Queen also stated that in order to prevent further damages, she would appeal to the Royal Army to respond to the threat immediately. According to persons within the army, a plan is already in the works. Currently, the dragon remains at large, and citizens will remain anxious until that plan is enacted. Legend versus reality. Dragons have always been described as moderate and intelligent in lore, but the destructive creature witnessed here seems a far cry from that idealized image. Specialists in ancient life confirm that the anatomy is the same, so what does this behavioral difference mean? As a being from before the Great Collapse, it's theorized that perhaps it may be confused by the change in environment. Regardless, the army has been forced to categorize it as a threat, despite the concern expressed by specialists. I wonder if we'll be able to save the dragon. Okay, so we gotta find Gambler Jack Volume 8 somewhere. So I guess we're not at a point of no return yet. Okay. And what's the last shop? Oh, this is not a shop, it's these assholes. As I was to return to the capital, the scheduled liner stopped, of all things. I'm the Imperial Ambassador. How dare they delay me? Oh, come on, asshole. Alright. So let's go to the Orbital Factory. Make him bait for the dragon? Yeah, if only. Arms and guards. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, all 5 of us are here. Nice. Okay. Sturm, Olivier, Phantom 2. Those are both weaker. Okay, let's see. I don't think I'll be using agate. Oh, well, they probably already have those equipped, come to think of it. Oh, the protect gear is a big buff. Lowers arts, defense, and speed for almost everyone. Oh, lowers arts, defense, and speed and agility. Okay, well, we're not getting it for Chloe then. Makes Sherazard even more of a tank. You know what? Let's buy 3 of these. 3 protect gears. Chloe, no. We want her arts to be up high. Scheherazade is indestructible. Alright, now to the Orbital Factory. Alright, what have we got for Sepith? We're out of green, we're out of blue and red. Okay. Could get a defense 4. Would be funny to put that on Shara. I don't have enough to get a level 4 blue. I do have enough to get a level 4 red, but I already have that. Not enough for green. Speed plus 40%, move minus 1 for action. I'll think about that. Action 4. Okay, let's see. Oh, he's got Action 2 on already. She's got Action 3 on. Maybe we give Action 4... actual question. Does speed affect how fast casting goes as well as just when your turn order comes up? Or is it just how often you get regular turns? It does. Oh, you think so? Okay. Well, let's give Chloe... Let's give Chloe Action 4. Wait, hang on. Okay, she's maxed out. Alright, Chloe, Action 4. Shara has Action 3, so Olivier, Action 3. Clock up EX. Ooh. Okay, cool. All right. That's the landing port, I believe. So let's save in 2 slots so we have a backup. Agate's Tita and maybe Kevin. Looks like the military ship hasn't shown up yet. We should have enough time to visit the merchants if we need anything. What do you want to do, Estelle? Wait for the army ship. I'm ready. Let's just go ahead and wait for the ship to arrive. So the airship that's going to pick us up is going to be one of those big reinforced army ones, right? Yes, one of our guard airships. They make up most of our military ships, so I imagine that's what we'll be on. The typical Royal Army Guard airship is usually well-rounded, Strong firepower, a large load capacity, and good mobility. Though that's what I know from 10 years ago. They've been upgraded some since their initial deployment, correct? Yes, in addition to giving them better armor and engines and such, we have specialized the ships by varying their equipment. Patrol craft, scout craft, attack craft. The principle, at least as I understand it, is to ensure the squadrons are flexible by giving each one mission-specific equipment. Just what I'd expect from the country that invented airship warfare. We have airship squadrons in Calvard, but they're nothing more than showboats, really. The Empire is little different. We use airship squadrons, but the Empire's strength has always lain in its cavalry divisions, our tanks in this age. Attention please, a Royal Army vessel will be landing at Port 1 momentarily. All non-affiliated personnel, please refrain from entering Port 1. Hey, here we go. Huh? Oh, is it coming straight down? I don't think I've heard this engine sound before. Oh my, that's... Is it Schwartz's ship? Ah. We finally get to ride this thing. The Arielle, I think? So, we're going to be riding the Arce, that's the one. Julia didn't mention this at all when I spoke with her last night. Yo, Estelle! Hi, everybody! Long time no see! Oh, is it the other bracers? Do I get Annalise back? Oh, no. It's Niall and Dorothy. Huh. What? Is that? We seem to have a habit of meeting in the strangest damn places. Estelle, everyone! It's so great to see you again. Ooh, why are Niall and Dorothy on the Arce? Allow me to explain. There she is. I want you as a party member. Julia. Julia, you awful tease. Why didn't you tell me last night that you'd be coming in the Arce? I get to have my fun with surprises sometimes, my princess. My apologies if I startled you. Oh, Julia. I take it that if you're using the Arce, it's part of Grandmother's plan? Just so. What's Her Majesty got to do with this? If the famous cutting-edge Arce gets involved, those living in fear of the dragon may have their concerns eased. I believe that is her thinking. Watch as it gets knocked out of the air. Oh, good idea. What if the Arce gets knocked out of the air and we crash land by the dragon's lair, and that's the final dungeon? Ah, Queen Alicia continues to impress. The reporters are, I assume, along for the very same reason? Yeah, pretty much. The whole damn country's losing it over this dragon thing. Looks like they're hoping us humble reporters can produce a little something to calm the masses. Mr. Burns, remember. I know. I won't give away any state secrets. I am going to be poking my head around to some extent, though. I ain't writing straight propaganda here. As you wish. On time for once, I see. What do you mean for once? General Morgan! General, allow me to express our thanks for allowing us aboard. Well, Her Majesty's opinion helped. Let me be clear on this up front, so there's no misunderstanding. You bracers are nothing more than observers on this mission. All you'll be allowed to do is watch as we execute the plan. I'm fine with that. If the Army can settle things, I sure won't complain. I look forward to seeing what you can do, General. Very well. Your Highness, please, this way. We shall accompany you to the bridge. But we cannot allow the princess to board as a mere passenger on her own airship. It would affect the crew's morale, Your Highness. Very well. Remind me, when did Niall and Dorothy find out that Chloe is Claudia? Well, he's as icy as always. I wish he'd just accept that us dumb civvy bracers are, something approaching competent. The General is a hard-headed, old-school sort of man. I doubt he'll ever change his opinions quickly. Royal Villa back in first chapter. Okay, thought so. Allow me to lead you aboard the ship. Agate, Tita, you coming? And on that note, allow me to finally welcome you properly, as allies and friends of long standing. Welcome aboard the Arcee, flagship of the Royal Guard and Liberal. Wow, Agate and Tita not aboard. I guess we aren't heading to a point of no return. Damn, too late. They're gone. We should have headed out a bit earlier. Oh well, we'll leave the dragon watching to the rest of the gang. Yeah, but, oh, I wanted to ride the Arcee. Oh, poor Tita. Come on, short stuff. There's more to life than gawking at machines. Yeah, but she likes gawking at machines. Oh, but there's so much to see. An engine room with 8 of the new model engines. A next-generation bridge with all the best information processing equipment. It'd be a dream. Further... your eyes are lit up like candles. But still, Agate, what do we do now? Good question. Well, first off, I'm going to need a new greatsword if I want to keep being the heavy blade. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess you can't really repair a sword that gets broken that badly. Yeah, gonna have to buy a new one. Let's go order one at the weapons store in the South Block. Agate! Yo, Ted! You're the receptionist here, aren't you? Ah, looks like you didn't make it in time. I can try to raise the Arcee on the radio if you want. Nah, that's okay. So, you came out here just to see if I'd caught the flight? That too, but... we actually just got a rush delivery on the flight last night, with your name on it. I just found it. A new sword. A rush delivery for me? Yeah, small package. Return address says Russell. What? A high-tech sword, like in Devil May Cry 4. From Grandpa? So the Arcee is above the cloud cover. How are any of the civilians supposed to see that? Oh, sending light signals to each other. Well then, allow me to explain Operation Dragon Capture. Oh, whiteboard. This operation will be conducted primarily by the airship force. Is that a TV? Or a monitor, I guess? This operation will be conducted primarily by the airship force. Our ground divisions will focus solely on keeping order in all regions during the operation. Wait, are all the regions? So we're going beyond Bose for this. Possibly not by our choice. Last night's events show that the Dragon's capacity for flight is significant. It is very possible that it will move to another region at some point. Yeah, good point. The plan shall involve 12 airships in total, including the Arcee. Which is to say, it involves 2/5 of our entire fleet. The rest will be held in reserve. You only have 60 ships? 2/5 of the entire fleet. That's enough power to give our friend quite a reception, Julia. Sir. Whoa! This is a map of the mission plan. Yes, precisely. The Arcee is currently cruising in Bose airspace. We shall be using the Arcee as the flagship and command vessel for this operation. The actual Dragon Patrol shall be carried out by 8 patrol ships equipped with wide area radar. If the dragon so much as raises its head above the tree line, they will be able to find it. Then, once the dragon is found, ships will give chase at high speed and use their rapid-fire artillery to check the dragon and guide it over Lake Valeria. At the same time, several patrol vessels armed with tranquilizer rounds will be scrambled from Leston Fortress. Once the dragon is pinned, they will intercept it. They will fire every tranquilizer round they have and sink the creature. That is the plan in full. Wow. Well, this is certainly a bit larger scale than most guild operations. If the tranquilizers don't work, I'm guessing you'll switch to live ammunition? Yes. In that case, we'll have to destroy the dragon with concentrated fire from all ships. Her Majesty has asked us to prioritize capture over destruction, but we are ready for every contingency. Huh? Why would Queen Alicia want the dragon alive? Dragons are creatures of myth, the oldest legends. She said she could not bear to have it slain. I can understand that, especially since the dragon is under the Society's control. Yeah, good point. Wait, that's right. That Lawrence, Leonhardt, or whoever he is, guy, he had a gospel. That'd mean... Yes, the orbital shutdown phenomenon. According to Professor Russell, the maximum range of the effect is roughly 5 Rs. All ships have orders to get no closer than 10 Rs to the dragon. As long as we do that, there should not be a problem. That should work, hopefully. Most impressive, General. You do seem prepared for everything. How does it feel to have an Erebonian spy aboard your flagship? We learned quite a bit from the 100 Days' War. And should this plan somehow fail entirely, we will be left wanting for options. Should that come to pass, we will be relying on you. It's nice of you to say that, but why do I get the impression you think this plan is foolproof and invincible? Of course. If this plan has a problem, it's that we have to wait for the dragon to show its face. Well, that's a question. What do we do if the dragon doesn't show up? Given how Ouroboros has behaved up to this point, I find it unlikely they'll keep it hidden. They'll want to use that dragon to do something. They probably will, won't they? Well then, bracers. Once we've found the dragon, we will announce it over the comm. Until then, please make yourselves at home. Okay. We've got a ship to explore. Estelle, touring the ship? Sure am. Pretty much, yeah. Wait a minute. Are you drinking before a mission? This is a drink of celebration, my sweet. I celebrate the imminent meeting of the genius bard and legendary dragon. Well, putting aside the genius bard bit, a legendary dragon. Do they still tell stories about dragons in the Empire? Why, naturally. There are quite a number of legends and tall tales of sightings, especially in the southern regions near Bose. In fact, I believe the Imperial Institute of Science was to launch an investigation, but then the 100 Days' War broke out. Wow, sounds like you guys take the legends kind of seriously. So even in the Empire, dragons are pretty much a mystery, huh? One sec, cleaning my glasses. You could say that, I suppose. But to the people of the Empire, this particular situation would have a more straightforward solution. Straightforward, huh? Erebonia is a far more pragmatic realm than liberal. We'd just kill it, you see. If something like this were to happen in the Empire, His Majesty would order the destruction of the dragon immediately. The Empire believes in boldly standing against all who would oppose it. Even if the opposition is a dragon, it would be torn down without mercy. Yeah, good luck with that. That seems a little bloodthirsty. Securing national peace through force of arms is the Erebonian way. I confess, as a messenger of love and peace, I do find it a bit sad. It would be an interesting turn of events for the dragon to flee into Erebonia. Were that to happen, though, it is all too clear that it would be taken as an excuse for rekindled war. Our good General Morgan is all too aware of that, I suspect. Not much of a choice but to eat here when we're on a long-haul voyage. The harder the job is, though, the nicer eating here is. And Casey's got one hell of a job, changing the menu up every day so we don't get tired of the same thing. Do you have a recipe for me to learn? Yo, Bracers! Welcome to the ship's galley. The name's Casey. I run this little corner of the Ladybird as ship's cook. I run the ship commissariat too, but that's not quite ready yet. Oh, shop. For later? Do we get the airship to travel around with? If you want some supplies, I'll have to ask you to come back a bit later. Oh, you're not open? Oh well. Hang on, though. Why is he drinking, then? Oh, the guy in the white coat? I treated him. I was checking the stock of liquor, and he struck up a conversation. He seemed to know what he was talking about, so I gave him a drink. I see. Olivier calls himself a gourmand for a reason, I guess. Can I play some pool? I would like to play some pool. Upstairs first. Hello, Bracers. Welcome aboard. Just above here is the bridge. Just below us is the conference room. I know. The Arcee is a pretty large ship. People tend to get lost at first when they're assigned to her. Is it large? Okay, before we go up, let's go down to the engine room. Ah, you're the Bracers I heard about. I never thought General Morgan would allow Bracers aboard. The Royal Army's really changing, I guess. I guess it's proof General Bright's reorganization is coming along. I'll have to spy on this for Tita. Okay, instruments check out. It isn't too often that you get to measure an engine's output in action. I am totally writing all this down for all the engines we design in the future. We've done test after test to wring as much performance as we can from the engine. No matter how many experiments we do, though, in live combat, things will be different. As one of the development staff, I'm half eager and half terrified to see how the engine performs. If it can get us through this mission, I'd say all the hard work will have been worth it. This will be the first flight out of the nest for this little bird. I'll be seeing how she does and collecting the final data. Engine room, no trespassing. Fair enough. What do we have over here? Bed to rest in. Okay. Hi, Zin. Estelle, good to see you. What brings you here? I could ask the same thing of you, Zin. Ah, I know. Trying to catch a nap or something? Probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but no. I thought I'd get a little practice in. I cannot seem to stay calm sitting in a confined space like this ship. You're in the middle of one of your walks, I'd guess. Yeah, I can never manage to sit still myself. But practice, huh? Isn't this a little cramped for practice? Practice isn't all about movement, remember. There's plenty you can do even in a small space such as this. Huh? Like what? Breathing exercises and meditation, for one. But practicing your forms is an important part of training as well. Especially for bracers like us, who tend to get a little sloppy and let our styles fall apart from so much live combat. It's important, from time to time, to find a chance to return to the basics and correct yourself. That's a good point. I haven't actually done any discipline practice for a while now. Hearing you put it that way makes me worry I'm like an awful mess in a fight now. Oh, man. It's nothing to worry about. I was speaking generally. Still, if it resonated with you, then there's nothing lost by finding a chance to recenter yourself. My offer still stands to be a practice partner. Well, thanks, Zin. I may just take you up on that. I'll be looking forward to it. I'm going to continue my kata for a while. I want to be warmed up when that dragon appears. Alright, that's 2 of 4. Hello, Estelle. It's been quite a while. Oh no, did you forget me? It's Peyton, the mechanic. I was with you during one of your plans against Colonel Richard. Sorry, lots happened since then. I remember you now, though. You're the one who got us the Intelligence Division airship, right? Haha, yep. Thought I could be of help. And glad you didn't completely forget about me. Still, I heard there were bracers aboard. And the thought crossed my mind that it might be you guys, but I didn't think I'd be right on the money. Small world, huh? We didn't think the Arsade'd be here either. Seems like the Royal Army's pulling out everything for this mission. Yes, I've heard this is the largest Liberalian military mobilization since the 100 Days War. And they tell me our target's a legendary ancient dragon. What better way to test the new engine, though, right? You sure seem confident. Well, hey, in a way, all of our tuning of that thing was in preparation for this day. The designers from the central factory are here today, too, to collect data. It's finally time for the Arsaide to make her grand entrance. I want her to fly like nothing's flown before. Hell yeah. When that second coup attempt happened, we brought out these orbital-driven howitzers. They were all busted during the fight, but we got them repaired quickly enough. We'd have trouble managing ground combat without these. Door is tightly closed. Fair enough. That's the exit, I assume. It's the exit of the ship. Alright, that's the downstairs. Now, up here. Hey! Hey! Now I'm blinded. Yoo-hoo! Estelle! Hi, Dorothy. You seem to be doing okay. Is your camera still treating you good? You bet. This girl's so cute, she looks great from any angle. And by this girl, you mean the Arsaide? Ah, Dorothy, you're as you as ever. You too, Estelle. You're just as full of energy as always. Well, thanks. Wait. Are you worried about me? Yeah, of course. I mean, I took the photo of Joshua, right? If that made you all sad, I'd have to be sad too. Oh, Dorothy, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm a reporter, so it's my job to try and cheer people up. Sort of. If you're worried about anything else, talk to me anytime. I'll keep that in mind. Yo, Estelle. Killing time till the dragon shows up? More or less. How about you? Putting stuff together for your latest scoop? Not really. I'm waiting for the star of the show, same as you. Even if it doesn't show up, at least we got a few nice shots of the Arsaide. We're just lucky enough to even be here. Ha! You must be having a field day. You get to cover the fight with the dragon and the new cutting-edge ship all in one go. How many photo quartz do you have, Dorothy? Don't spend it all on the ship. Hell, the Dragon vs. Airships thing alone would make it the story of the decade. Every single reporter at the office raised their hand when we were taking volunteers to cover this. That figures. Congrats on getting picked for the job. Did you guys draw straws or something? Draw? No, of course not. I got picked because I'm a damn good reporter. And you remember it, Estelle. All that effort during the coup is starting to pay off. Well, hey, more power to you. So even the Royal Army respects you now, huh? Hey, if you write good stuff, even the big guys will come knocking on your door. One sec, gotta refresh chat. By the way, if anything interesting's come your way lately, I'm free to swap a few stories anytime you want. We could always use a few good editorials to fill our pages. We'll see. And hang on. There's Shara. Shara, so this is where you are. Hi there, Estelle. Taking a walk? Yep. Enjoying the wind? Yes, the weather's lovely, so I'm taking it easy. Knowing when to take a breather is part of our job too, you know. Short breaks like these are good for keeping our minds sharp. Now's the perfect time. Yeah, I know. Hey, Shara, do you think the plan will work? Shara's like, no, absolutely not. To be honest, I don't know. Common sense says there's a very good chance it'll succeed. We have 12 patrol ships out on patrol as we speak, after all. Hard to imagine even something as powerful as a dragon getting away from all that. Yeah, I guess you're right. General Morgan was pretty confident too. That's just how he looks on the surface. Remember? He was none too happy to have bracers on board. And yet he let us on anyway. That can only mean one thing. He's worried about how this'll turn out too. Exactly. And that, Estelle, is why conserving our strength right now is a good idea. Makes sense. Guess I'll keep wandering around a bit. Good, that's what I like to hear. It's not every day you get to ride the Arce. Enjoy yourself. True enough. See you, Sheriff. See you soon, Estelle. As in, right now. The fact that we're on board proves General Morgan is uneasy. We need to be ready to act at a moment's notice. But until then, I'm going to take it easy. To the bridge! Estelle, hello! Are you finding it a little hard to calm down? Yeah, a bit. Really can't stay still for this one. That reminds me, you, always walk around like this on the passenger ships as well. Yeah, I gotta get dialogue. Yeah, now that you mention it, I do. I don't know, I feel kind of suffocated and trapped when I just have to sit around politely. That's very like you, Estelle. But, I wouldn't worry about that too much on the Arce. Huh? What do you mean? Property of the Aufslees family it may be, but this is still a fully functional war cruiser. At full speed, its engine capabilities far exceed those of passenger vessels. If we go at flag speed, I don't think you'd even be able to remain standing. Is it seriously that fast with that new engine? Ha! You'll be surprised, I think. It's a bit like walking into a storm. I see. So that kind of makes all this the calm before the storm, then. Yes, after a fashion. This may be a very brief period of peace before the action begins. If you want to look around the interior, this may be your only chance. I better keep that in mind, then. Guess I better start wandering around faster, huh? Yes, I'll see you later. I am going to save... As you said, Estelle, this is the calm before the storm. If you want to have a look around the interior of the Arce, this may be your only chance. You guys are here to observe the operation, right? Well, I've just got one thing to say to you. Don't get in our way. Oh, alright. Screw you too. Oh yeah, you're those bracers, right? I'm Lux, the Arce's helmsman. I'm in charge of piloting the ship. Sorry, but it looks like you guys aren't going to get a chance to show off. A dragon? Please. Even a dragon's nothing compared to the Arce. You guys just sit back and enjoy the show. We'll see about that. Ah, hello. You're the observers, right? I'm Leon, the Arce's communications officer. I run the switchboard and radio here. Probably won't be a very long acquaintance, but it's nice to meet you. Miss Bright, good day. How do you find the Arce? Pretty cool. It's really, really cool. I guess I shouldn't be surprised the Queen's ship is awesome, but still. Thank you for your kindness, Miss Bright. I am simply relieved the new engine made it in time. Of course, I hardly expected to use it on a mission of quite this nature. I hear that. Who'd imagine a dragon would show up? Radioactive. Yes, it is another mystery as a foe, even to us. We may have a plan of attack, but it would be foolish to rely completely on it in the face of the unknown. Be prepared for anything, in case something goes amiss. If anything happens, it'll all be up to us, huh? Hopefully it will not come to that. But only Idios knows what lies before us. As soon as the dragon is sighted, we will begin operations. We shall do our best, but we don't know what will happen. Miss Bright, please make sure you are ready for anything. Okay, so how do I... Oh, there we go. Signal from the melder. Dragon in flight in airspace above the Malga mine. All crew to battle stations. All crew to battle stations. Guild observers, report to the bridge. I just walked out of there. Here we go. So where's Lowe? I don't see him. Ah, 2006 cutscenes. What's happening? The dragon is above the Malga mine. Look at the display. Malga, so it's in Roland. I'm amazed we found it. Where shall we intercept it, sir? A good question. We need to lure it to the lake, but we cannot afford to let it near the capital. Our interception point will be near the Lenhart River estuary. Patrol ships, lure the dragon to the riverside. Attack ships, forward. Aye, sir. This is the Arcee to all ships. Our interception point will be the Lenhart River estuary. All patrol ships, lead the dragon to the interception point. Use formation B. Attack ships, launch and proceed to the interception point. To think he would actually fall into their hands. Perhaps I need to settle this myself. No, let me settle it. No. If I act, it will simply be the same thing all over again. He and I are in the same position, I suppose. Great Idios, who art in the sky, please, guide us who stand upon this chaotic earth. All attack ships have launched. Estimate their arrival at 12:20 hours. Full speed ahead. Put us southwest of the interception point. Aye, sir. Restore orbital power flow to all sections. Ahead full. Helm, take us to the southwest of the Lenhart River estuary. Oh, excuse me. They rotate in place as they fly? That's a hell of a ship. All attack ships have arrived at their designated positions. Tranquilizer rounds loaded and ready. Alright, all that's left is to wait for the dragon to show up. All attack ships, prepare to fire. Begin attack on my command. Aye, sir. And it begins. Alright, let's see if this works at all. All ships, fire! That's a lot of tranquilizer going into that dragon's system. Technological superiority, go! So where's Lowe? The victory fanfare! Ha! I think we got it! Absolutely incredible. Ha! Not even a dragon could stand up against this. My goodness, such spectacle. What a performance. Confirming splashdown of dragon into Lake Valeria. Shall we proceed as planned and bind it, sir? Proceed. As soon as you've confirmed it's safe, bring the Arcee down. We'll perform a water landing and inspect the dragon ourselves. Aye, sir. So where did Leonhardt go? Hey, at least a dragon floats. Alright, so how are you going to bind this thing? Water landing complete. No response from the dragon. Right then. Time to see this with my own eyes. Captain, accompany me. Sir. Can we? Yes, you should come too. This is an ancient dragon of legend. Not exactly something you'll get to see every day. Yeah. Oh, wow, it's so big. He's so handsome, too. It's a shame he's asleep. I hope he wakes up soon. I hope not. I told you, girl, if he wakes up, we're in trouble. Still, hell of a creature. Hell of a creature. Wow. Incredible. Hardly does it justice. Estelle! You guys came too, huh? Your Highness, it is dangerous out here. Please, I must ask you to return to the cabin. I'll be fine, General. Besides, seeing it up close, it truly is magnificent. Is it really asleep, though? We've confirmed a heartbeat, so it isn't dead. Even so, we pumped enough tranquilizers into it to stop an army of normal monsters. It will be down for a while. Cool, that's good then. Speaking of things being good, does anybody see that Leonhardt Lowe whoever guy around? I doubt he could be hiding. Yeah, where'd he go? Lowe held the gospel, which was the linchpin of this experiment. If he is not here, does that mean they have abandoned their quest? According to the patrol ships that chased the dragon in, there was never a rider visible. I'd say it's very likely he wasn't present to begin with. Not surprising. He probably learned of our plan and fled. Typical of his sort of criminal element. I don't know. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy to just turn tail and run. Indeed, we shouldn't let our guard down just yet. Incidentally, where are you taking the dragon after this? For the moment, the plan is to tow it to Leston. After that, we'll need to discuss it with Her Majesty and Cassius first. I see. Wait, hang on. Is this setting up the dragon for part 3? Is this the resolution of the dragon in part 2? That's unexpected. If that's the case. My expectation was that this would be the final boss. I see. Huh? Uh-oh, it's waking up. Dorothy? Did you find something? Maybe it's just my imagination, but... Is there a bump on his forehead? Oh, did the gospel get fused into his skull? What? She's right. There's this little bump. Oh yeah, I can see it. There's a slit on it, actually. Maybe it's like an eye or something. Whoa! No! The gospel! It's here! Hmm? Ah, was it a trap? Oh, are we fighting it now? God damn it. Was all this for nothing? Okay, so the gospel can just take control of its muscles and get it back up. Ugh. Damn you. You will not escape. Schwartz, get us in the air. Sir. He's dodging pretty early. No good. Guided missiles can't get a lock. Damn it all. We can see the heat signature right there, too. They must be jamming our missiles somehow. Alright then, give it a taste of the main guns. The target is increasing speed. 2,300 cells per hour. 2,400. 2,500. 2,600? What a monster. None of the patrol ships will be able to pursue it. The Arcee's engine can keep up with that. All hands! We will now accelerate to flank combat speed. 3,200 SPH. All hands, brace for G-force shock. The whole party gets thrown back against the wall. What does that mean? The massive acceleration and thrust will feel like it makes us heavier. Crouch down and brace yourself. Okay. Flank speed, engage. Do not let it escape. Aye, ma'am. Ah! Oh, are we going to violate Erebonian airspace? Was that the trap? Now ramming speed! Oh, it's lowering. Dragon is descending. At this rate, we'll lose visual. Keep going. Do not lose it. How can we still be in a cloud? No, it's the mist! Wait, where is this? What do you... The Nebel Valley. Could we already be in the mist? Dragon has descended to 1,200 Arsh. 1,100. 1,000. 900. Dragon lost, ma'am. Julia. So we lost sight of it? We did. The northwestern part of the Nebel Valley, the place where the fog is deepest. Can we dock the Arcee in that old fort? No, the Arcee is too large. I see. The operation is over then. All operation ships are to patrol the Nebel Valley region. The Arcee will return to Bose to pick up more bracers. The dragon has fled to the northwestern corner of Nebel Valley. It's the part of the valley that's hardest to traverse, and it's covered in deep fog, being further in than the bandit base was. Sounds like a final dungeon! In other words, scouting by airship will be difficult? Difficult at best. There's really no option but to dispatch an expedition on foot. But wait a second. If you send in a whole army, the dragon will just run away. She has a point. I think it would be better to try and strike at him with a smaller group while he's still vulnerable. So, what about us? Meaning you'd like for us to leave it to you? Well, we are more used to investigating something on difficult terrain than most of your troops. I would say we're the right people for the job. Do you have any idea of how you would investigate this? As I recall, there is no real road into that section of the valley. Simply wandering over and praying to Idios that you'll find something could take days at a minimum. Well, leave that to me. Oh? Hey, there's the bastard. Oh, Agate, Tita. Yo, sorry to butt in. Pardon us. What are you doing here? And more importantly, are you sure you should be up and about? Like I told Tita, this is nothing, just a bunch of scratches. Tita, is he serious? Estelle stare, Tita. Estelle stare. Yeah. I don't think Agate's really pushing himself. I see. Well, okay then, I guess. You have plenty of energy, if nothing else. You said leave it to me, but do you even know what we're talking about? Yeah, I've been listening at the door. Yeah, Lugren filled me in on the details. That overgrown lizard's disappeared into the northwest of Nebel Valley, right? Yeah, but what can you... I know a man who knows a lot about the area. If we ask him, we should be able to find a way to get into that corner of the valley. Oh? Who is this guy exactly? Me, that's who. A tough old-timer by the name of Wemler. He lives on the eastern side of the valley. Oh, that guy who lives in that cabin in the mist. He bragged to me once that he got across the ravine that divides that part of the valley from the rest. Oh, right. That old man living in that little hut. Ha, impressive. Your constant hunt for information has borne fruit, you might say. Even if you find the dragon, what do you intend to do? It is not what I would call a trivial foe. Do you intend to slay it yourselves? There's a gospel on the thing's head, right? Job 1 is to deal with that. It does follow that the reason the dragon has grown violent is due to that gospel. The gospels have been responsible for all sorts of bizarre phenomena before now, after all. And if we nullify the gospel, perhaps we can put an end to the dragon's rampage. Sounds like a good plan to me. When you say you'll break the gospel, you remind me of what Father Graham did. He hit the gospel with an artifact and shorted it out, but we do not exactly have a surfeit of artifacts. Yeah, we don't have time to fiddle with stuff like that. We're just going to smash that thing to bits, frame and all. Have you forgotten that doesn't work? Like, there was a whole deal in first chapter where we couldn't cut into the gospel. What? Whoa, hang on a sec. Can we really break a gospel that easily? Whenever I handled one, it always seemed like it was really sturdy. Let's just say we've got a solution to that little problem. Take a look. Your sword! There's something fitted into the... Oh, now I see. Russell tossed me a new gizmo of his in the mail. It's a little something for breaking gospels, so he finally found a way. Hand-waving that, huh? For real? How is it meant to work, exactly? Oh, I'll explain. The unit on the hilt applies high-frequency vibrations to the blade that will help it break a gospel's frame. Because of the vibration, the motor will break after a few hits. But Grandpa is sure that if you hit a gospel cleanly with a vibrating blade, the gospel will break. I don't think I quite get it all, but it sounds incredible. Huh, Liberal's greatest living genius comes through once again. I got Tita to attach it when it arrived, and it seems like it works. All that's left now is to find the dragon and give him a good one on the forehead. So, Mr. General, how's that sound for a plan? If Russell's given you a fighting chance, I suppose I have no choice but to agree. So then, you'll let us take a crack at it? Yes. Do everything you can. However, I will have airships around the valley on standby. They will be able to respond if, or when, the dragon slips past you. Ha! Sounds like a challenge. You just tell them they won't need much ammo. Do-do-do-do-do-do. The Arcee will patrol in Bose airspace while you search. Okay. I'm glad, but why are you allowing the Crown Princess to go on this mission, Morgan and Schwartz? The Arcee will patrol in Bose airspace while you search. Once you've discovered the dragon's location, please contact us. Roger, leave it to us. I'll have Sieg carry a message once we find it. If I'm not with them, I'll ask him to stay near Estelle. Scree! Your Highness, if you do accompany them, please take the greatest care. She will accompany us! Estelle Bright? Agate Krosner? Huh? What? If the dragon escapes the valley, the army will move to contain it with everything we have. Oh, I'm not going to be forced to use agate, am I? We will not allow the people of Liberal to come to harm again. So do everything you can. Don't worry about protecting others. Focus on your mission and leave the rest to us. General. So basically, I got your back? Never thought I'd hear that from you, General. What brought that out? Nothing but politeness, Mr. Krosner. Captain, get us in the air. Sir. Oh, I'm not going to be forced to use agate, am I? I want Shara, Chloe, and either Tita or Olivier. I'm not sure which. I did just give Olivier an upgrade. Please form your party. Choose one other member aside from the mandatory members. I have to use Tita? Are you serious? I have to use Agate and Tita? Okay, this can't be the final dungeon party. Okay, so we're going to go see Wemler and Nebel Valley, right? Yeah. More importantly, though, are you really tagging along, Tita? Of course. If the vibration unit breaks, I can fix it right then and there. I think my cannon can lend a hand against any flying monsters, too. Fine, whatever. Just don't slow us down, short stuff. No problem. Estelle, what is it? What's with the look? Oh, nothing much. How do I put it? I was just thinking that you two seem a lot closer now. He's been so sweet to you lately, Tita. What the hell are you going on about? Ha ha ha! Look at that blush. But seriously, it looks like you've got your feelings all sorted out, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I ain't gonna run off alone and get wrecked like a chump anymore. If I do, I'm gonna have a certain little someone guilt-tripping me with her pouty face again. Oh, Agate. I see. Okay then, let's hurry to Nebel Valley. Yeah! Let's move out. Alright, let's... Whoops. Okay, what have we got on Agate and Tita? Cleaver. Roaring Thunder is a downgrade. Sort of. Excuse me. We don't care about arts for him. What's Chloe's arts? Chloe's arts is 554. Okay. Alright, we're going to head to the Bracer Guild and take a piece of armor off of Olivier.
Your aid, please.
Alright, Olivier. Let's get rid of that protect here. Tita has 451 defense, Agate has 570. Do I want to make Agate indestructible or Tita a little tougher? Tifa needs it. Tita needs it. Okay. Oh, we gotta check the ordnance. Alright, agate. Give her action 4. Okay. He's got attack 4. 2, shield 3, HP 2. Is there a better HP? No. Impede 2, seal. Defense 2. Is there a higher defense? No. Tita. Oh, we've got a better action for you. Alright, don't have attack 4 for her. Move 2, HP 2. We don't have a better one. Absorb. And shield 3. Arch defense plus 50. Alright. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break before we head to Neville Valley. I need to eat something real badly. I need to eat something really badly. So, burb. Okay, I really hate to say this, but I just got off the phone with my pharmacy. Something's come up that I need to deal with now with Health and Human Services before the end of the business day. So we're going to have to cut this short, and I apologize. I really apologize. Damn. All right. Well, I don't have anything specific I'm playing for myself or as a new release in January, so chat froze. Hang on. Oh, my insurance appears, my state insurance appears to have disappeared and not been renewed, which it should have been. So I need to call them and figure out what the hell is going on there. And their office closes at 4 p.m. in an hour. So I got to take care of that right now. I'm sorry. Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I apologize for the short stream. I will see you guys later.